This episode of The Flash was cooler than cool. It was ice cold. It's time to talk about the rogues on Flash Chat. Hey everyone, welcome to Flash Chat. We actually have some people in the studio, so I'm gonna pretend they're my audience. So yeah, let's hear you. You guys like The Flash? Yay! I feel like audiences are more fun. Every time we have one of these at the Heroes, it's more fun.
We're like The Walking Dead. We've got an audience now.
I know, we're like Talking Dead. I'm like Chris
Exactly.
Hardwick. I'm the exact same person. My guests today are Andy Smith, who does a lot of art for DC, Marvel. He says anyone who pay him.
That's right.
Like us, we paid him. He actually made this delightful poster for, we've talked about this a lot. This poster's gotten so much airtime. He made this poster for our premiere party. And then we have Bryan Brown, and he is CEO of Word of the Nerd. What do you guys got going on? What's going on with Word of the Nerd?
Well, we just did a new episode of our podcast, The Comics Word, last night.
Okay.
That'll be up today. Kind of getting off the comic book thing. We talk a lot about Star Wars because of the new trailer.
Yes.
We've got a bunch of great new
I
features.
didn't hear about it.
I know, what?
What do you mean?
Yeah, what's
What's
this
Star Wars?
Yeah.
What is Star Wars?
So yeah, we dedicated just about the whole podcast to that. But we've got a lot of great new features, and of course, comic book reviews and.
Are you going to do anything for Back to the Future Day?
We haven't planned on it officially, but I'm sure one of the writers will do something.
It's in our hearts all the time.
Well, yes.
Back to the Future Day lives within all of us.
Because everything that happens now is in the past.
I know.
That's right.
Wow, that's kind of weird.
It's
and
very
trippy.
weird.
And what are you working on, Andy?
Nothing DC related now. I'm working on some artwork for the children's books for the Captain America 3 movie.
Okay.
Captain America Civil War. So
That's
that
cool.
stuff will be out right before the movie next year.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, we'll have to bring you back on. You can tell us all about it.
Yeah.
So last night's episode, we got to delve into the weird family life of the Snarts, the Cold family, well, the Cold, Gold, and Fiery family.
Yeah.
And they were awkward, and there were a lot of love connections made on the show last night. Did you guys notice all the flirting and the little couplings?
Oh, yeah. I mean, Cisco.
overt.
Oh, yeah. Cisco and Snark's sister and stuff, who her name escapes me. But
Lisa.
Lisa,
that's right.
Lisa Snart.
Oh, yeah. Cisco and her, and yeah, something's going to ignite
Yes.
like that with those guys.
Did you guys like seeing or Captain Cold again? Were you glad to see him back?
I'm always glad to see Captain Cold.
Yeah.
He's one of my favorite Flash rogues. And I like he's got the blue parka on just like the original and all that. So yeah, anytime they do anything with Captain Cold, I'm there.
I think that the character's even getting stronger, and I do like, who noticed, I think the quote was, let me see, Barry was saying to him at the end of the episode, now this is spoilers if you haven't seen it, that because Barry helped him out this whole episode, he said, there is good in you, Snart. And then Lenny said, so I should be a hero like you, Barry? What's that the jumping off for?
Oh, that's the, how was it?
Legends of
Tomorrow.
Legends of the Fall. I keep wanting to call it Legends of the Fall. And Brad Pitt will be in it.
I love Captain Cold. The actor's just great, Wentworth Miller. I mean, he's awesome.
Yes.
And I think that's part of it. I think it's one of those things where, one, he is such an iconic rogue for the Flash, but also they did such a great job casting that, when he's on screen, he's so opposite of Barry and stuff that you just really can't take your eyes off him. So.
And he's kind of like a caricature in a way, just the way he talks. I like that. And pause, have we seen the Dominic Purcell yogurt commercials? Have you guys seen those?
Yeah.
Those are hysterical. If you guys haven't seen it, he very seriously eats, I think it's Yoplait.
Isn't it the same one that Stamos was hyping a while? I think it is.
I don't know, but they're hilarious.
And there's one who doesn't even say anything. It's just him.
He just looks grumpy.
The Robert Conrad knocked this battery off my shoulder kind of thing.
Yes, I want to know who was like, who we need for these.
I know.
Dominic
it was
Purcell.
weird seeing that.
Because he kind of overacts everything, but it's not like Shatner overacting. It's he's real cool about it.
I wonder if this will jump into like other roles for him. The yogurt commercial is going to be his second big break after Prison Break.
I'm just really surprised though with the Flash thing and with him because he wasn't in the episode or he's not more with Captain Cold because they're always usually together. So it's kind of, when I don't see him in the episode, my first thought is, where is he?
Where is he? Is he in yogurt?
Yeah.
I don't know. That is a good question. There was another quote that Leonard Snart said to Barry that I thought, Tell me if you thought it foreshadowed anything. He said, things are complicated with family, as you know from your own parents, Barry. Do you think that meant any more than what we already know? Thinking of Barry's dad, Henry?
I don't know. I mean, I would think everything is written with a purpose, as in there's always a second meaning behind it, or double meaning that you either get right off the bat, or, you know, it might be a few episodes down where you go, oh, you know, I mean, everything is intentional when it comes to the writing on shows like that. So I definitely think there's another meaning behind it.
A lot of people are trying to figure out what Henry Allen is going to turn into, or what we'll see him as. What do you think?
I really don't think they're going to show him much anymore.
Just John Wesley Shipp's just going to be watching the show at home.
He'll come back for, you know, different episodes, but I really can't foresee him being anything more than just Barry's dad.
Yeah,
I think they're going to do something. You do? Okay.
Yeah, I don't think he's a series regular.
I'm the dissenting opinion.
You know,
I think they're going to do something out of left field with him. Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't, even last year, I mean, last year was the first year, so he was in jail and there was all the backstory, but once he got released and everything, I just don't see him, and this isn't from reading anything online, I don't see him as a series regular.
He's just not interesting anymore now that he's not in jail.
Yet.
I mean,
I bet he's like Zoom.
I mean, he could do something.
Oh, wow, yeah. Because there's a lot of theories going around, you know, who's Zoom and everything. So it's, you know, anything's possible with time travel. Anything
is possible, especially having a different world romance like Caitlin wants to do with Jane Garrick. There were so many love connections. Whose was your favorite? I'm gonna give you my ship names. There is Cisco and Lisa, which I'm gonna call Lisco. And then there's Barry and Patty, or Cisa.
That makes no sense.
Barry and Patty, I'm gonna call them Batty. And then I'm gonna say Jay and Caitlin is Jaitlin. So, do you guys have a favorite little romance out of all those?
I mean, I do think, for me, it's the main one. It's Barry and Patty.
Yeah.
I like her character a lot.
She's great and dorky like him. It was cute and super
so
awkward.
Adorable.
Yeah.
Right. That's just
they're perfect for each other.
They are. And I felt bad for her at the coffee shop. I was like, Barry, bro. When she was giving him her number, and he was like, oh, I didn't really want it, acting like that.
I know.
Like, play it off.
He's nerdy, but dude, really write him a little cooler than that.
Right.
Come on.
He's not going to be like, no, I really didn't want the number. I think that's a little.
You know, the hero has to sabotage any relationship, whether purposefully or, you know, indirectly. They've got to sabotage the relationship.
Got to be a single hero. One of the viewers, I asked on Twitter, what was your favorite scene? And at Chibi_Chew, if you're watching on Periscope, we're Periscoping this now, she said the golden vibe kiss, which was really cute. So Cisco, and he was like, at the end, he was like, yeah, he had a good day. He had a good day in Flashland, I thought.
my wife, she's so funny. She'll come in and watch little bits of it, and she saw that one part. She's like, she's way too hot for him.
Oh,
yeah. I mean,
Cisco alone.
Very smart.
That is sad to say, but you know, you do look at that from an outsider, and you're kind of like, oh, she has a thing for dorks, I guess.
Superpowers now, so
it's true.
It ups his cool factor.
We didn't see any vibe this.
She doesn't know that.
True.
Yeah, you know what, I didn't even think about, we didn't see any vibe powers this episode. But my question is, what if there's an episode someday where they just can't figure out the magical solution to a problem? What do you guys think? Is that going to happen in the show, or is it always going to be like, they figured it out?
I'm hoping at least they extend things a little more so it's not always a one and done. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, just the to be continued 2-episode thing, just to extend it out. Because that's one of the things with the show, and it's with a lot of shows like that, where you're like, wow, that was done fast. Like jumping ahead to what Garrick was building, even with that at super speed, it's like, yes, this show takes place over the course of well, not over the course, but we see it over an hour. But man, for a guy that says he doesn't, you know, he's slowing down, that thing got built pretty quick.
And like they're all geniuses. And like it's like, oh, he's freezing. Guess what though? We made an advance to the suit, and so you'll just thaw. Like it's just things like that where I'm like, it's awesome, it's cool.
But even when he got frozen though, my first thought was, well, just vibrate out of it. Right. That's all you have to do. Why is the heat of the suit even come into play?
Yeah.
To me, that was more of a cop out. And I love the show, but that was just the cop-out. I don't think the suit needs that much stuff.
Yeah, he's not Batman. He doesn't need gadgets.
No, I mean, they've done it in comics before. He just vibrates real quick. The ice would just go off.
That's true. That's a good point. Maybe it's like a special kind of ice, though.
I just think they're out, in my opinion, is he was just so taken off guard with it.
Yeah.
You know, that is why. Like, when he got shot, of course, you know, there was the whole dialogue. The dude pulls the gun, and then he has to run his mouth before he shoots him.
Yeah.
He has to monologue him.
Right, he has to monologue it so Barry can react.
It's a plot device. Did everybody like that scene, the opening scene with Iris?
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was a pretty good way to start the show, and I thought that there's a lot of good developments with the West family this episode. So her mom apparently she was told her mom was dead. Mom is not dead. Did you think that she accepted it too quick, or do you think that's the magic of Joe West's, like, Papa West kind of? She's like, it's okay. My life was a lie. Oh, my friends lied to me last year, and this year I found out my whole life was a lie.
I mean, yeah, Joe did lie to her and stuff, but I don't know, kind of think about, because I was thinking about, would you rather be told, oh, my other parent died, or would you rather be told, no, mom was a strung out junkie and I just kicked her to the curb? I mean.
Yeah, she had to go.
Yeah. It's not like it was, I lied to you, your mom's not dead. She was the best person in the world, and she just, I told her to leave. Then it's like, why did you do that? It's like, oh, she was a junkie. I kind of get it. You were protecting me.
Yeah. Do you think it should have taken more than a scene to get over them?
Yeah, that was my whole gripe with the episode is that over?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Why have her come back at the end of one episode? It just.
Yeah.
Is it over with the woman playing the mom, you mean?
Yeah, is that whole thing done?
I don't think so.
Because you know what? I think it's going to be a jumping point for Wally. I think it's going to be a Wally West. Like, that's the way they're going to bring him in. Maybe.
I forgot all about that.
When she was like out and about pretending to be dead, she like hung out with her cousins or something. I don't know. I feel like Wally West is going to be from Earth 1. What do you think?
Oh, I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
I definitely think so, yeah.
Speaking of Earth 2, the wormhole, we talked about how it was so quickly made that last.
Just cracked me up.
I know.
They just forgot there's this big glowing blue thing in the base. Nobody goes in there and checks.
Yes.
All this bad stuff happens in there.
And poor the Star Labs, I'm telling you, the security measures in Star Labs.
I know.
They're like, we put locks on the door, but now we have a portal to another Earth, so oops. And then they opened it, which you'd think they would close it before, or I don't know, like, was it closed or how? Okay, spoilers, ending scene, we see Wells.
Yes.
How did he get in? Like, was he waiting for that? I feel like sometimes Wells is the puppeteer and he's of every Earth, not just one or two, and like, this is the same Wells. What do you guys think?
Well, my thing is, and maybe this is a dumb question, but he came through and with the lighting, he looked evil, but is he?
Right, I think so. That's a great question.
He doesn't have to be because he's not
seem evil.
the Reverse Flash.
Right.
I assume he's Wells.
He did not have the ring on.
Is he evil?
Yeah,
he might not be.
He might not be. Well, it was cool when they showed that scene where he like put his hand down and then they paused him. And I wondered if maybe that was also to show he does not have his Reverse Flash ring on. So
yeah, could be. Yeah.
I think it's too easy for him to be Zoom.
I would be so disappointed.
I know.
Because we've been there, done that.
Right.
And the show's too smart.
Make him something else.
Yeah.
Make him actually be a good guy this time.
Yeah.
Or, hey, here's a thought. Don't have him at all. They kind of, I love Tom Cavanaugh, don't get me wrong, but, if you're been there, done that. Let's move on to something else and don't make him a new threat when he was the threat all last season.
I agree with like what both of you are saying. I think that they're portraying him as he's evil, but he may be good. Harrison Wells, just kind of really wise and bright and knows what's going on. I don't know. I don't think he's evil.
Yeah, I just don't think he is
they're making you think he is, and they're gonna from left field be like, just kidding, he's.
He wasn't in the previews for next week, which was kind of interesting, but they're not gonna show everything.
He wasn't in this one.
He's the true Harrison Wells this time. He's not the Eobard Thrawn version of Harrison Wells.
Is he omniscient though? Does he know of all the Earths and all all the time travel? So many questions.
I know. Well, you get the thing with the 52 Earths, right?
Yeah, I did. I got that. I was proud of myself for getting that.
Say.
I feel like I've taken Flash 101, and I'm in my sophomore year of comics, and I'm learning, and I'm reading that. I go to Heroes and I buy comics now.
There you go.
I got to read Flash, though. I haven't been reading Flash.
Which Flash do you read?
Well, I haven't. None.
Oh.
I read
Which one would you read?
Wikipedias. I don't know. That's what somebody tell me. You guys tell me.
Would you read the show tie-in, or would you read the actual?
I don't think I'd read the show tie-in. I think I'd read the backstories, like
there
the
you go.
old stuff.
There you go.
All the different
right here,
eras.
Flashpoint.
I read
very
that
good.
one.
Yeah,
That's
very
a good one.
jumping off point.
Everybody
for new
go to
readers.
Heroes comic book store and get Flashpoint and read it. Also, come to the pop-up shop at Heroes. The street team is going to be there this Saturday. The shop runs from 10 to 4, I think.
Yeah, it is.
We'll be there like 10 to 1. So next week's episode looks pretty cool. The Firestorm, there was a lot with that. What do you guys think were the predictions with Martin Stein going into a blue flame? The first thing I thought was Killer Frost, but that could be like off base, but
Yeah, I don't know how that would make sense.
it wouldn't, but blue flame.
But no, you're right. I mean, there is something weird about it. What I liked about the preview was, you see there, I think things are really going quick in this season because it's only the 3rd episode. And it's like, and here's Ronnie Raymond, and you're like, what?
Yes.
They're already introducing him, and it was weird too because they dropped that thing like, and not exact quote, but something like, you have something in you, or whatever, that's like you're the one that can. I don't know. I thought that was weird. I'm just curious to find out next week, like what they're talking about, like why it's you're the one that can help with Dr. Stein and merge and.
Exactly. Now, do you think with this new possibly combining him with another person? I think they show we'll look at the preview in a second, but. Jefferson Jackson, do you guys know him from the comic books? Is that a character?
He's the current Firestorm.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. And that's what I meant to say, not Ronnie. Ronnie's the old one. It's lost. The new one coming in is Jefferson
I think Ronnie
Jackson.
will be back, though. I think he's just hanging out somewhere else.
I think he will be too.
He's still alive.
But at that point, then what happens? Are there two Firestorms at that point? What is it?
I know, I don't know. Is Deathstorm, I've seen some people tweet about potentially becoming Deathstorm. What's that character from the comic books?
I believe Deathstorm is the crime syndicate version of Firestorm.
Okay.
Crime syndicate is all.
It's the bad Justice League.
It's the bad Justice League.
I feel
Ultraman
like
is Superman. And
Stein's going to stay happy. He's not going to get bad.
I'm tired. This is 2 weeks in a row that he.
What was that?
Wow.
Oh, the desk is falling apart, everyone. We'll fix it before the news at 10.
2 weeks in a row, he faints at the perfect time.
Yes.
So I'm just like, oh, come on.
He's a dramatic fainter.
One time, okay. 2 weeks in a row, I'm like, okay, that's too much.
Yeah, well, next week's episode is looking to shape up like a pretty interesting Firestorm episode. And for people who are fans of Firestorm, this promises to be a really good one. So let's go ahead and take a look at the trailer for next week.
Hold him steady.
He's dropping out. Cisco, we're losing him. The longer he goes without merging, the more unstable he becomes. We could find a match and save his life.
We think you have potential capabilities. You can shoot fire out of your hands, dude.
And you can do all this only with a willing partner. I deserve the Firestorm Matrix.
You said I could fly, right? Damn right.
The Flash, all new this Tuesday at 8/7 Central.
Ooh.
So that dude gets angry. He
Yes.
deserves it.
Yes.
I don't know why he thinks he deserves it, but he deserves it.
I don't know. It's weird, but I just like when they're introducing new characters. They're introducing, it seems like a lot more this year than just like the villain of the week. So.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I hope that there's not a villain of next week. I'd like to just see some plot development next week.
Right.
That would be cool. Well, the season's been most excellent. We're looking forward to next week's episode. And again, like I said, you can find me and the street team. We're going to be at Heroes Comic Book Store this Saturday morning. Come on out for the pop swap.
I wish I could be there.
Andy can't be there. He's going to cry.
I'll be at a convention in Cleveland.
If you want to go to Cleveland.
If you're in Cleveland
you
seeing
can go
this.
hang out with Andy. Brian, what is the website that people can find tonight's podcast?
It'll be at wordthenerd.com.
Wordofthenerd.com. And if they.
The name of the podcast is The Comics Word.
The Comics Word. Okay. And Andy, if they want to find your art, where do they go?
AndySmithArt.com, and I have a fan page on Facebook, Andy Smith Art, so check it out there.
Very cool. Well, thanks guys for being here. We're looking forward to the rest of season 2. Thanks everyone.